Welcome to another episode of the Black Couch, where I talk about mental health and try to normalize it a bit, especially for people that look like me. So, if you tuned in before, I was getting ready. Um, I had just had the testosterone blood test, getting ready for March 7th. Still getting ready for that, and everything pretty much been smooth. Not like of course, it's ups and downs, but yesterday I had a bit of a setback. So getting up, going to McDonald's, and never go to McDonald's and I never go to McDonald's. But one day I'm gonna go to McDonald's. So I go to McDonald's. I've been working out hard. I didn't up my cardio from I was doing 4 miles and 20. I done got to 5:30. So I done finally got up under the 275 I was stuck at. I done got down to I think I was at 269 the last time I had checked. I'm lower than that now, but so this like was not yesterday, the day before yesterday. This is Wednesday. So yeah, this all happened Monday. So Monday morning around 9, 10 o'clock. So no, it was 9 because it was breakfast. So I get to McDonald's, I pull up and I get a hash brown, and I hadn't, because I don't eat meat, I hadn't had McGriddle bread in a while. So I'm like, I'm gonna get the McGriddle bread, the $3 bundle where you get the sausage McGriddle with the hash brown. I'm like, I'm gonna take the sausage off because I don't eat meat, and I'm gonna put the hash brown on there. So, and then I got a Cinnabon. So I got it, took it off. I'm like, man, I'm feeling good. I'm like, McDonald's gonna have to pay me like they pay Sweetie. I done came up with the hash brown, McGriddle, all that. So, man, I'm eating it. I'm feeling good. Get to Walmart parking lot, get the Cinnabon. I start eating that. Um, what happened? After I eat it, yeah, I'm doing my thing. Everybody looking. I don't care none of that. So after I eat it, I think I'm on the phone or something like that, and I get to walking towards the Walmart. You know how they got the little platform when the side turn from the street to the sidewalk. So I get on the little platform, and I start feeling weird, like yeah. In my mind, I'm thinking like something sugar happening, because I got some weight on me. So I'm like, man, maybe I got pre-diabetes or, something like that going on. And I get inside and my vision just get off, like kind of like you're looking like through a kaleidoscope, like the colors is just popping, it's like flashing, the move room, and I start feeling like I'm about to fall out. So I go stand in place for a little minute uh until I get my wits back about myself, finish shopping. It kind of wore off a little bit. And I start looking up like, dang, I must be having some sugar rush because I just ate the Cinnabon and that McGriddle bread. So I'm like, man, I must be having some type of blood sugar spike or something like that. So I get home, and I started to feel it again once I got home. So good thing I ain't feel it when I was in the car. My eyes started doing a weird thing. Like I couldn't really see. My vision was blurry or whatever. And everything's spinning, and it's like I'm confused. But I had been good. Like I said, the Lions, man, had, been keeping me balanced along with the cardio and everything else. So, I wasn't having like extreme, anxiety or DPDR type, feelings, but it kind of made like the DPDR stuff to the max, pushed me a little further. So I call just to make sure I'm good. I call with my insurance. You can call like a registered nurse just to ask questions, whatever. So I call, let them know what's going on. They're like, yeah, I think you need to call the ambulance or get to the hospital. So I just call a family member, get taken to the hospital, and um, I get down there. And remember, originally when everything started, it was dehydration. I think I got in pretty quick because there wasn't really nobody there, but I was sitting back there for a minute. When you be in an emergency room, you be like, man, come on. Like, especially in them moments when you got a little anxiety on top of everything else, to just be like, man, get to me. So when they finally got back, they like, man, you definitely dehydrated. So I'm guessing, well, I told them what I had did, so they saying from all the salt from the food, but I'm just trying to, kind of putting A and B together. But I have been upping my uptake in water, so I've been trying to get to 6 bottles a day and making sure I do the prepared water right after I get off the bike and do my time. But I'm thinking because I done up my intensity on the bike, because I done up my intensity on the bike. Maybe that was drying my body out a little more, or I'm not sure if it's the CPAP because it's constantly blowing air into me. So I'm really not sure what's dehydrating me, especially since I'm drinking so much water and doing what I can to stay hydrated. Like, man, if you seen how much water I run through, so it was throwing me off. So I'm sitting back there, I'm waiting on them to give me the fluids and all that. But I'm so confused, like whatever it was, it threw my mind off. So they keep asking me all these questions. Of course, you get the first time, drugs, alcohol, anything like that. Like, no, no, just McDonald's, McDonald's. But it sounds crazy because I'm so like out of it that I guess they not believing it. So it's taking a while. They end up putting a thing in my arm. I guess at some point they took blood, but I just didn't pee. I just was so out of it. Then I started getting sinus pressure, like the fluid to be in your head when it's going down your face, and it give you that migraine type feeling. So if I laid back, I was in pain, and then I'm getting hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, like chills, like kind of really like early effects. When you having panic attacks early on, or when you withdrawing from like Ativan or Lexapro, like just them. I'm getting all of that stuff at once. So I'm just waiting to get hot. Y'all tell me I'm dehydrated, man. Get these fluids in me. Y'all ask me all these questions. So they like, can you take a urine test? Pretty much they want to see what's in my system because I'm so messed up from what I ate. They thinking I'm on drugs or something like that. So I pee in a cup or whatever. They take that, and then she wanted me to come out in the hall and read because my eyes was messed up. They wanted me to come out and read like the eye board. So with this line, with this line, with this line. Whoa. So as I'm doing that, I'm like, man, look, because I had been sitting for about 30 minutes. So I'm like, listen, I need to. Y'all said I'm dehydrated. Can y'all give me some fluids? Y'all got this thing. Give me some fluids. But I guess on their end, they trying to make sure there's nothing in my system because they was also, I guess, putting some medicine for my stomach because at this moment when I'm reading the eye thing, I just start throwing up, throwing up all over the floor. And the lady mad, older lady, that she mad. I'm like, man, sorry, because I'm just out of it, And it's like y'all profiling me. I'm out of it, and that's the worst feeling. It's like, man, I don't want to be here. Y'all don't have to, give me like that. Just help me tight. So I end up going to the bathroom, go throw up in the bathroom, whatever, go back in the room. So then I think I still didn't get the fluids. They wanted to do a brain scan because I had a lot of pressure and pain on the right side of my head. That was happening the whole time too. So it was like that's if you ever had sinus pressure, and the migraines, it was all in there. So I ended up going to get a brain scan, a brain CAT scan, and I'm still asking them like, can y'all give me? They're like, we're gonna give you some fluid. So man, it probably was about an hour and 20 minutes before I finally, I got this thing in my arm the whole time. Probably about an hour and 20 minutes. Finally got some fluids. And within the fluids, they gave me some stomach medicine, I guess, to calm my stomach down because I was dry, dehydrated. But when I drank water, I would throw it up. So, yeah, man, it was a lot. It was horrible. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it was different from the original panic attack and everything that got me into all of this and making these videos and stuff like that. But it was just as, because the confusion of the mind. It's like a lot of the physical stuff I can deal with, but it's like when my mind get thrown on too, it's like, dang, man, I'm taking some steps back. So that's why I would say with all this, just remember, it's not linear. You might be doing good today and something might happen to throw everything off. Be mindful of what you got to be, as I have been, but take it to the. Sometimes you just got to stay in routine of what's working. Be mindful of what you eat. And, I know different things. Uh, 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 uh just the environment, just everything matters. Like you got to know what this, what you drink, what you eat. Just everything. You got to be looking at everything to the T. And sometimes when stuff just working, just stick with what's working, and then you don't have to go outside of that box because it just take one little thing to throw everything off. And now, they did end up giving me a prescription for that, and what I end up doing, yeah, I'm just staying, fluids and all that. But mentally, I'm a couple steps back than where I was. Whereas I was just getting preparing for the testosterone thing, hoping that that was the last step to get me over the hump. Now I'm trying to work my way back from all this. Where if I just didn't eat that McDonald's that day, maybe all this don't happen. I mean, this could have been building up. It could have been a product of me working out too hard, or it could have been a product of the CPAP and everything just surfacing at once. But man, I just wish I ain't eat that morning. So now I've been having like a lot more fogginess, a lot more like dry anxiety, not like the same extent to where I was having the panic attacks, but it is offness with my breathing, bloating on my stomach, just a lot of the early stuff that I dealt with when I started all this, and it's been making me think like, do I want to take the boost bar for a little bit because my body might just got thrown off again, and I might need to settle it back down, and the side effects from it it's just, really tired, but it do put me in that pocket to where the body calms itself a bit. So, that's what I've been thinking about recently. And that's why I said on all the old videos, I might not want to, go back and take it nothing and just want to keep how I've been doing. But if I feel like I need to get back in pocket because I gotta, function a certain way, then I'm always open to something that can work as long as it's not gonna push me back too far. And I feel like if I did have to go back for a little bit, it's the least crazy of all of them. As far as side effects, it's just you just be real lethargic and real hungry. But I'm pushing through. I'm in the middle of everything right now. I did stop taking the lion's mane for a little. I had stopped like for I had moved to one a day, and the two was working. So I might have that could be it. So I get back to two today. I had stopped the cardio for a few, or that day before I went out. That night I didn't do it. So I was just I like to give my body a break so it can see how it works, so I can see how it works on its own without anything in it. So I might take a day or two off and then get my body back into shift. So I'm seeing that might not even be the move for me. So still, the Monday that's coming up, March 7th, got the appointment with the endocrinologist. I got loads of blood tests and they test me for every drug in the book from fentanyl to cocaine. Everything was clear. Glucose, no diabetes, nothing like that. So on a positive note, all the blood tests that they took was clear, kidney, everything looked good. It's just, when mine messed up, sometimes it just throw everything else off. So, but it's a fight, and I, definitely gonna keep pushing and trying to be as positive as possible. Woke up this morning instead of waiting to do the cardio at night. I tried to, I did it this morning, did 20 minutes, did 4 miles. So just to kind of get the body back in swing, get the blood moving, and was what was working. Took my lion's mane this morning, took my blood pressure medicine this morning. And I'm probably gonna do a lighter cardio tonight. Might just do 10 minutes and then start the longer duration later on. And I'm gonna see. I might start doing the cardio in the morning on the bike too. And I'm still doing my steps and all that. So yeah, that's pretty much the full. And this stuff like this, it helped me too, cause it just I'm able to get it off. Cause sometimes you'll be trying to just explain what you're going through to people, and they just don't understand what you're saying. Like they don't get like, yeah, you looking at me, yeah, you talking to me, yeah, I sound normal, but mentally I'm not me. Like I'm here, but it might be 20%, it might be 30% here. So yeah, it's not extreme like panic attacks, but I can kind of feel like that semi body anxiety, not as much as the mind, but I can feel that semi underlying body anxiety. So I might boost bar to take the edge off or tap in with the psychiatrist, let them know where I'm at. I haven't talked to him since about November because everything had been going smooth. On another bright note, when I got home from the hospital, I got on that scale. Like I told you, I've been stuck at 275 for a minute, which was, I was coming down from 300. So that was a win and all in itself. But how I got there, I was fast and, that threw me all off. But I got on the scale and it was 265.5. So I'm making progress. Everything I'm doing, I'm not eating after 6 o'clock. Just trying to stick to it and stay disciplined and build a proper foundation with the cardio, with the push-ups. Got a weighted sandbag, about 60 pounds in there. Still walking. So just bit by bit, not rushing it, but bit by bit and brick by brick, working to build the house. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. My Twitter is free peace 316 if you want to dialogue further. I know a lot of this, everybody around you could just feel alone, so sometimes you just might need somebody to shoot, oh man, I'm going through this, or something, oh man, I'm going, just, I'm here. I understand, and I'm open to communicate. You might can help me, I might can help you, however, but I'm just more active on Twitter. Here I might be, keep more key moments, and I will at some point get more active, but yeah, man, I'm in it right now though. Like, this ain't like, oh, I'm just telling you, or what just happened, or I mean, yeah, that just happened, but mentally, pushing through the aftermath of what just happened. So, shout out to everybody tuning in. The Black Couch, mental health matters. Let me know what you think in the comments. Where you at with your journey. If you taking Boost Bar, what you taking to get through your certain, situations. What's different steps that you take when you going through a panic attack, or when you going through, that anxious feeling, or how do you deal with or explain it to people around you? Just, y'all know how it is. But spread peace, positivity, and love. I'm out.